versus one of the other ads they tested with the actual CEO's face,
Yeah.
who's saying like, "You sound like every other realtor," and like it's a good ad. Like leads from those ads are a lot higher quality, and they know that they're opting into sales training. But I
Yeah.
can tell like it's so much more expensive. Like those leads are a dime a dozen, but they're so easy to
Yeah.
set.
Well, yeah, because like with that, man, like here's the thing. Like what metric actually matters? Like generally speaking. Like is
Cash in
it
the bank.
cost well, is it yeah, it's cash in bank, right? Is it um like cost per lead or is it like, hey, this actually closed?
Yeah.
Right? So it's
Mhm.
like the metric that you need to take a look at, or if they're open to your feedback, that we can advise them on doing is less about like like lead acquisition or like cost per lead, more about cost per acquisition. Like,
Mhm.
because if the cost per lead is like three times as much, but they actually close, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
cost per lead is a vanity metric. It doesn't matter. It's cost per acquisition that matters,
Yeah.
right? This is the
Mhm.
same type of conversation that, with the when I was doing the done for you sales for
Mhm.
a company we don't have to name, this is the
Mhm.
same type of conversation we had to have, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, so if they're open to your feedback, you can go ahead and you can give them that feedback.
Mhm.
And hopefully that will fix the issue. And just say, and this is something you can do, right? Like, because like as a salesperson, there's only so much you can do, but what you can do is you can collect data and make like solid arguments. Okay. So if you can go back and you can take a look at like where it actually came from and say like, hey, these leads close even though they might be higher cost per lead, and these leads, even though they're cheap as fuck, like I haven't been able to convert them. I am
Mhm.
trying, but it hasn't done anything, right? So if you
Yeah.
can go there with like a solid argument, that can help. Okay.
Mhm.
But the only way you can do that is if you actually keep track of your data.
Yeah. That's the thing I hate about smaller companies too, is that they don't track their fucking data. I don't think there's a way that I can track if they come from like which ad they come from. Because listen, say in like a Slack channel or anything, and on their like scorecard on Google Sheets, they
Yeah.
don't have anything that tracks which ads that they came from. They just
Well,
track if
just
they came from ads or not.
just ask if if they can just put a tag in place of like, hey, where did this lead come from?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, that would help me because like there needs to be, and you can give a good reason. There does need to be a different sales process for somebody who came
Different
in.
news sources to where the marketing
Yeah,
comes
for
from.
different lead
Yeah.
sources, especially if they're super undercooked, bro.
Hmm.
Now, that's what you can do in terms of like feedback, give a little bit of pushback, and then see if you can't change some things. Now, what do you do like just in the current predicament that you're in? So, what couple key things is number one, like a thing that you have that we didn't have when we are on that last offer is like, I'm sure you have assets,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So you just have to basically your entire mission now is to contact people as quickly as possible, okay, and get them to actually start consuming information. So they're coming in super unaware.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's how they're coming in. Now, through the sales process, we need to start to make them more and more aware.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing we need to take a look at.
I think they get shot over all the assets as well as soon as they book. Like as soon as they book, it's like booking page VSL, and then they also get automated text messages from GHL for
Yep.
joining our school. Shit.
But like here's the thing, man. Like, okay. So they're getting sent this stuff, but they're really not that interested. There needs to be like with that, there needs to be more human contact to pull out reasons, qualify them, and make them interested.
Oh, so you're saying we just do what we done Ian's offer? Oh, that makes sense.
Like, and again, you can have that stuff like send out to them automatically, but you should be calling them as soon as they come in,
Yeah.
really understanding like, hey, if there's even a sale to be made or not, confirming that they've actually got the information sent over to them, confirming that they can go through it and setting what the next steps are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
like if they're coming in like super low interest, like they just saw this like picture and then it's like they get
Hmm.
sent a bunch of shit. Like how much shit do you get sent to your email that you don't take a look at?
Yeah.
Even like automated text, right? I get tons of them. I don't take a look at them. But if you're able to
Mhm.
actually get in contact with them and have a conversation, gauge a bit of interest, and then set the next steps, like that's going to help overall. I
Yeah,
think it would be better though if they just have a little bit more friction in there. So it's like these people aren't coming in super, just,
super
not even
unnatural.
knowing what's going on, right?
Yeah, yeah. Fun
All right.
time.
Cool. Because, so that's what we got to take a look at. So, for that, and then you have to think, okay, so it's like with this offer, we know we can like make like 9K per month. Okay. Like it's not terrible, but I know that's not where we want to be. So, there's two things. Either
I,
number one,
I'll be real about
okay,
it, dude. Like,
yeah,
I feel like, and maybe my projections, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong,
yeah,
but I feel like part of the reason I cashed like the 40K in these 2 weeks was
uh-huh,
because of that webinar that we did
uh-huh.
every couple of months. Like we got some super warm leads from
Why
there.
are they not doing webinars more frequently?
Uh,
At least like once a month.
I don't know. I should
Okay.
ask.
Right. Ask. Um, but it's like, okay, then maybe let's say you're making like, 7 to 8, which again, it's like not a terrible spot to be in, but I know it's like, okay, that's not where we want to be. So we got to take a look at like, okay, are they open to feedback? Can they actually change things? Number one. Number two, with the current lead quality systems and everything in place, can we build systems like in place to, get us an extra six, seven, five, whatever it is, like get us more cash collection so we can get up to 15K per month. If not, like again, do your job and they'd be selling during the selling hours, but then also be looking for better opportunities. I know I'm posting them in the group like all the time, um, to see if
Yeah.
there are better positions to start making the money you want to be making.
Hmm.
Right. The biggest thing right now that you have to fight is just like comfortability. You know what I mean? Of like not being comfortable making 7 to 8 thousand per month.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're young, you have like no expenses. Like you could live off of that. And like probably, other 17-year-olds, like how many people are making that type of money like at your age and your surrounding?
Nah, fuck that, bro. I ain't be able
Yeah,
to put
nobody,
it.
right? Like nobody, right? So, but it's like you need to understand, like, okay, if that's not enough, like we need to really be pushing like the urgency on our end to solve these problems because they are solvable problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. And if you need any help or anything like that in terms of like finding an offer, different things like that, like I know I'm shooting
Hmm.
stuff over to you. Just let me know, bro.
Okay. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, cool.
Gonna get
Hopefully that
those
helps.
20K months, 30K months.
You
Hell
you
yeah.
get there, right? It's just like right now, like your skill level is there where you can hit 20K per month. Right now, it's just strategy and making sure like the opportunity level matches up with it.
Yeah. Okay. No, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Sound good?
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
All right, cool. All right, Ryan, you there? What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Nothing much, just
I'll
chilling, bro.
I didn't even know this was on today. I'm in between calls, so I'll hit a
Yeah,
I'll hit
yeah.
a
Well,
hard
because I
yeah.
like I ran I was running late on like Monday, and I'm like, okay, well, I wanted to make a makeup session on Saturday, so it's kind of like impromptu. So there's really not that many people here,
Cool.
so it's very a
Yeah.
little bit more
Okay.
intimate.
I'll hit a hard role play.
Yeah, let's go through it. Sato, you think you'd be a good role play partner?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
You
Cool.
don't sound too convinced, man.
Yeah. Well,
You don't
I
sound too
actually
sure. What's behind that?
going on.
That's funny.
Okay,
Um,
cool. So, is there a type of prospect you'd want him to be?
hmm. It's a good question. I mean, the this yesterday and today, like I've been struggling with the people that are like just got into sales like a month ago, um, or so,
Yeah.
especially in solution awareness part one. So yeah,
Okay.
maybe kind of like recent to sales.
Okay, so it's like recent to sales. I mean, Sate, you could like go back like 3 months and
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
relate to
What
that
is the
type of
offer?
prospect. So it's like sales training.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, and you would have probably got set by one of our guys already. You saw like a book, bought it for 27 bucks. Someone called you, you did like a 20, 25 minute like role play. you're typically pretty warm. Like there's not too much resistance. You can have it. But yeah, just pretend like you just got into sales like a month ago and don't give me your pain.
Yeah, just lean
Okay.
on the excuse that you're young and you're new. That's
Yeah.
always fun,
Yeah.
right?
I was also thinking like, why not just say like, listen, I'm in sales. Like, I know how this works. Like, can you just tell me what you guys have?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really get that much.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But it's
good.
you're
Good thing I
young,
asked.
you're young, you're new, right? So it's like it's not that bad.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We can just start from the top.
Easy peasy. Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Awesome, man. Well, let's dive into it. So you spoke with Harold. I have a few notes right here. It looks like you're in the solar industry. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
All right. And yeah, you're pretty fresh, 1 month in. Did you have any prior sales experience, or is this the first one?
No, I would say yeah, this is the first one.
All right, man. Well, you're smart. A lot of people just kind of play the numbers game, get slammed their faces in the door, and then 6 months later, 1 year later, they end up coming in for help. So kudos to you. And I don't want to assume you guys obviously role played, went over some stuff. What made you want to book in this call and look for some, possible more help?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just new. I know it'd be smart to get some help.
Yeah, yeah. And when it comes to like improving your sales skills, and I know you're kind of like fresh and whatnot, what did you guys go over in the role play that you and Harold uncovered that you could like work on?
Um, Probably just
Hmm.
learning how to, I guess, connect with the person.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Um, I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
the question I asked, it was just like pretty like normal kind of questions.
Okay. What has you saying that? Like what are you kind of running into at like the door? What are the prospects doing?
Um, I mean, yeah, like even if I do get their attention, it's not like I they seem in the conversation.
Okay. They're not slamming the doors on you, are they?
Yeah, I mean a fair amount, of course. That's just kind of part
Okay.
of the game. But yeah,
Big trouble. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, walk me through like do you have a process in place now or are you winging it? No judgment.
a little bit of both.
Okay. You're like you're dabbling and winging it. You're like kind of there, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Where did you get the way you're doing things from now?
Yeah, they just gave me like a script to use.
Okay. All right. Do you like it?
I mean, it's fine. Like everyone uses it, so.
You don't sound too sure over there. What would you change?
I mean, the top guys like they basically use it. Um,
Okay.
but I mean, it's just more about like I'm new. I need to like just
Right.
put more reps into. That's part of it.
Yeah, more reps, right? What would you change maybe about, I don't know, like the results you're getting now? Or maybe like the way you're doing it, like, reps aside if you could, just to speed up results.
Um, I guess like yeah, just getting them engaged and actually getting someone to want to talk to me.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned earlier, like break that down. What do you mean by engage? Like what are they saying like word for word at the door as far as like friction goes, resistance?
I think it's less about what they say and more about the way they're just like responding to me.
Kind of like you are right now with me.
Yeah, I guess like a little bit, yeah.
Okay. All right. You ever heard of the law of the mirror in sales?
No, no.
Just fast forwarding, it's just we are our objections, right? We are our prospects, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We'll go over that later on when you give me some objections. It's all good for now. I'm just teasing you. Just give me your time. Okay. All right. So this has been going on for like a month. Like, what do you feel like you're, I don't know, saying or not asking, or it could be your tone that's
Yeah.
causing them, yeah, that's like causing them to act that way, even though, you have a solution that you could solve for them.
I mean, probably the way like I start the conversation, maybe.
Okay. Okay. What is
Um,
that? What does that sound like? Just walk me through that. We don't need a role play, but
Yeah, I mean, just like knock on their door and like kind of like, hey, my name's Satya. I'm here with
yeah.
XYZ company, and yeah, I'm
Uh,
helping out some neighbors.
okay, yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah,
Okay, I could see why. Can I share a perspective on that?
yeah, yeah, sure.
You're not gonna get angry at me?
Try not to, yeah.
Try not to. Okay. All right. Yeah. So if we sound like that, hi, my name is, I'm with XYZ company, and no judgment, man, you just started. But who else sounds like that too?
I mean, like other people on my team like say the same thing, yeah.
Right, right. And it's not that it's bad, but people are picking up on patterns. Our prospects, they're getting smarter. It's crazy, right? People are evolving. Imagine that. So if we sound like everyone else, what do you feel like goes on in the prospect's mind?
Another sales guy.
Another sales guy, right? Yep. So can you see how sounding like another sales guy could be kind of like part of the problem here?
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay. What are you doing, man? You folding your laundry? You're cooking? What's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm cooking. It was like role play aside, like yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're good. Yeah, we get back into. I would call them out of that. You're good. You're fine, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How do you see that being the case?
Um, I mean, like if you kind of act like everyone else, you probably get the same results as everyone else.
Could be trouble, right?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with you over there? All right. Yeah, I'll pause right there.
Yeah.
I might go into one more thing, like, but I probably go to rationale and I probably miss some stuff too. So give it to me.
Yeah, I would say like overall, like you're doing pretty good. Now, in terms of like there's a few areas I feel like we can poke a bit more holes.
Yeah.
Just like naturally when somebody's like, oh, like, the top guys on my team, like they're saying that script. Now, I would always just go, oh, and how long have they been doing it for?
Mm.
Do you want to
Okay.
wait that long? Yeah, could be issues if we're trying to, just wait that long to get there, man. So there's a couple of areas where you can poke a little bit more holes in it
Okay.
in terms of with what he's currently doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then other things that like I would always push back on is when they say like, oh yeah, like I do get doors slammed in my face, like it's part of the game,
Hmm.
right?
Mm.
I was like,
Yeah, I missed that.
do you want that to be part of the game?
Fuck.
All right, so be real with me, man. Like what do you feel like you might be saying or not saying or just how are you coming across it, causing people to slam doors in your face? Like what's going on there, dude?
Yeah. Damn.
Right? So it's like there's little things that they'll say like in their like at the very beginning that if you push back on, they'll tend to fall a little bit into line like just
Yeah.
quicker and we'll get shorter to the point. Like you did eventually like get there. It just
Yeah.
probably took a little bit longer because we didn't push them back like when we needed to.
All right. Called that out earlier on because that was like
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on like connection stage.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's part of the game." Hey
Mhm.
man, do you want that to be part of the game? Oh no, I don't want it to. It's like, okay, then be real with me, man. Right? It's like,
Yeah.
um, and
Yeah.
then typically, especially like with younger guys,
Mhm.
like what I'll do is like maybe be a little bit over the top
Yeah.
and they'll fall quicker into place.
Okay.
Right? Like, hey man, I'm so much better than you at this, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, then there's putty in your hands at that point.
Yeah. Okay. I see that.
That's
Bring the
more like just like that avatar. Like the younger guys, like I'm leading like super, super heavy in that call.
yeah.
Especially it's like because like they want to be you. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
don't like because like they tend to not like have as big of an ego as like the older guys to
For
where
sure.
it's like you can push back like much earlier on.
Definitely. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Turn up the authority status there.
Yeah, yeah. Smack
Yeah.
them around.
Back around. Okay.
That's it. I could take it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I missed out on those two big things. That was good. Good
Yeah.
prospect. It's typically like exactly how it goes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually did do door to door when I was like 18, 17. So
Yeah,
Hell
there you
yeah,
go.
bro.
It seemed like that was perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. Typically how it
Yeah,
goes.
but you also mentioned like a solution, like hey, like what's prevented you? Where do we typically get like caught up there? Do you think?
Oh, Oh, when I was going into problem awareness and I asked,
No, I'm saying like because at the beginning you said like, hey, with those types of prospects, you typically like have a harder time with like, hey,
oh,
like what have you done in the past?
oh, okay. And solution awareness part one. Oh yeah. I think it's more so now that I'm really like diving into it. It's me like being in my head and like not going all the way because I'm telling myself they've only been in it for like 30 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
still asking
So
anyway, right?
yeah, like still
Yeah.
asking anyways. Like that's the biggest thing because
Yeah.
it's like, is there anything actually preventing them from before they get in, like really doing training, like
Mm,
going in, learning the advanced stuff, so when they do actually start knocking doors, like they're
yeah.
above the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the standards of which we hold ourselves to. Like that's
Yeah.
really what it comes down to. Like, why is that person okay taking the longer route?
Yeah. That's good. I
Right?
needed to hear that.
Okay. So it's like, I give you permission, smack these young guys around,
Yes.
right?
Yes. And always ask solution awareness part one. I keep sometimes
Yeah.
I won't. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Just
the
always,
process.
always ask it. Smack them around, man.
Yeah.
All
Cool.
right,
Thank you. That's
cool.
helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, perfect. All right, Sati, what do you got for me?
Oh, it's my turn. Hell yeah.
Hell
Um,
yeah, dude.
so obviously, like we'll talk all about partner objection later. Um,
Yep.
but so I definitely do want to role play because I
Mm,
haven't really like been practicing like B2B kind of prospects. But before that,
yeah.
there's been a couple times where I've gotten the objection, like, yeah, just not right now.
Uh-huh.
Literally right before this, I talked to someone who came
Yeah.
in, like, didn't really know too much, like, watched the webinar and whatnot. But literally, like, Monday, she invested in a program with someone else. And, like, it wasn't
Okay.
for, like, LinkedIn and whatnot. And, like, I thought, like, maybe she should just it's
Mhm.
probably a better idea to use that program that she just invested in. Is that like right to think or
Okay. So it's something you need to explore, but
yeah.
why, if she just invested in something else, is she watching webinars and hopping on sales calls?
So she hopped on the webinar before she made that investment and then a setter like dialed her and set the appointment. She didn't book off the webinar and basically she was just like, yeah, I
But
might as
why
well
is
just
she?
like
What? But here's the thing, man. Like, if
mm,
she truly believed about this program and like what she just did, why is she talking to you rather than going through the content, talking to the coach in that program she just bought?
because I know the setters will be like, yeah, we can just give you like a free audit for your resume and whatnot, so you can see.
But again, if she just
Mhm.
bought something that like solves all of her problems, why would she even want that? You get do you
Mm.
get the point I'm trying to make?
Yeah, yeah. It's like you're when you're happily married,
Yeah,
right?
it's like if you're happily married, you tend not to go out on dates. So there's something that is in her mind that there's something else, and we just need to understand like, hey, why are you here? And you don't move forward in the conversation until you get that. And
Mm.
you can't fall into, oh, well, you guys booked me, or I just want to see what this is. Like it's bullshit. It's not real.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
she's taken an hour out of her day to come talk to you.
Okay.
Right? So it's just having that as just like locked in your head. There's no way out of that verifiable fact.
Mm.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
have a follow up booked with her like the 21st. I was like, use
Okay.
that program for a little bit. I guess I fell into her frame a little bit.
Yeah, but okay. So then like follow the thread a little bit. She said like not right now, but we have a follow up for 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah,
Why would she want to do what you guys are doing after the program she's doing?
because it's more specific for like LinkedIn.
Okay. And why does she need something more specific for LinkedIn?
She is she's been told by one of her friends for like a long
Mhm.
time that she should be doing something on LinkedIn
Okay, but like what's the outcome she's looking for?
to not be in the 9 to 5.
Okay, so what program did she join before? Or what program did she just join?
It's she said it was like some like middleman of I can't even fucking. It was like just the weirdest thing I've heard. It's like just not. It was just not.
Did it sound like it would get her her ultimate goal of like getting out of her 9 to 5? Did it sound like it would do that?
Mm, like God, not as well as ours.
Right? Was she confident that it would get her out of her 9 to 5?
Um, yeah, yeah.
So like she was confident that was going to get like everything that she wanted.
She was confident that it would give her results. Yeah, she just has to.
Well, it's
She had
like
to commit.
yeah, but like results compared to where ultimately like she wants to be. You see how there's wiggle room there?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, the really like the point that I'm making and the point where I'm getting at is if she feels like, and this is typically going to be the case if you run into this, like, hey, I want to do your program after because I know it's better and it's going to get me better results. I just need to do this first. But you can, like, if you just peel that back a little bit, that makes absolutely no fucking sense. If you want the best results, why would you do something that's going to get you poorer results first if you know you still need to do this later? You know what I mean? Now all
yeah.
she's doing is she's putting 3 weeks in between her and her getting to her ultimate goal, right? How much
Mm,
does she value her time?
mm.
So don't fall into this sunken cost fallacy that she already purchased something.
I did bring that up too. I did share that perspective of the sunk cost fallacy.
Well, you just need to like the thing is like maybe there's a sale to be made there, maybe there isn't, but you need to go down the line of questioning. I was just asking you, and that you didn't quite know is the line of questioning you need to ask her to get very clear. Like, hey, why are you on the call even though you just joined a program? Like what are you hoping to get out of like this call that maybe like that program doesn't provide? Do you feel like
Yeah.
that program ultimately would get to your goal? If it would, why would you want to do us after? Right?
Mm,
Like you need to get super, super clear on those things. And if there is a gap, like, hey, I don't feel like it would get me all the way there, that's the gap which you make the sale. And you push the urgency on why would you be doing something that you know is not going to get you the ultimate results to just do the thing that's going to get you the ultimate results 3 weeks later. Like it makes no sense.
mm, mm. Okay. Yeah, I did like do that bit like line of questioning, but I didn't get like super clear on it.
Well, you can't take vagueness. Like those are the things you need to get super clear on. So if you
Yeah.
need to ask the same question like 5 times to get an answer, like you ask it 5 times.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
And if you
Uh,
need to like pull back a little bit, like something you could do is like, well, if you're already in a program and you feel like it's going to get you like all the results, like I'm not sure like why you'd want to do this after. I'm just trying to understand.
mm,
Like what's the need? Because if she's saying like, hey, I want to do this after, is what she's saying, then on some level she's saying there is a need there. Why is there a need there?
mm,
You know what I mean? That need is the gap. That need is where you push urgency.
mm. Okay.
Make
Huh.
sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Because like to a certain extent,
Mhm.
she, she was unclear with like both things. Like she it was like it was really interesting, but that's good to keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, it's like, okay. So you're gonna get some prospects that come on the call and they're scattered as fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she was really scattered.
Right. And that's okay. You just have to know with those types of people, you need to keep them on point. Okay.
Okay.
You need to help them crystallize like their thoughts. Most people think by speaking,
Yeah,
just generally speaking. Okay. So if you're helping her and if you help her come to the conclusion, like, hey, this program isn't the right fit for me, like, fantastic. Right? But it's
yeah.
like there's something that like she probably hasn't 100% verbalized it. There's something that's still there that caused her to hop on a call seeking something else. Why?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I do get what you're saying. That makes
Okay.
sense. Okay.
So it's like you can't you're like you got to be a dog with a bone. Like you can't move forward without that information because like then like you're setting a follow up for like 3 weeks later. Like why? Like why are you setting a follow up?
Mm,
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, but I'll be done with the other program. But why would you want to do this program afterwards?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And it
Okay.
has to be deeper than, well, my friend said I should do LinkedIn.
Okay. I
Okay.
got it.
But like, what are you looking to get out of it? And do you feel like your current program that you're in, like it would get you like that result? Then why would you want to do LinkedIn? Right?
Ah, I see.
So a bit of pushback. Like, why are you here?
Okay.
All right.
I got it. Maybe I'll give her a call later today and just I think I'll say like I feel like I didn't do a moral justice of getting super clear with you. Something like that.
I mean, you could say that. That's a little bit much in my
Yeah, yeah,
mind,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Well, yeah, a little much. Maybe not like, but
Yeah.
like
It's
making
just
it
like
clear. That's my
you can just
intent.
go back and
Oh,
like, hey, like I was thinking about a conversation and I just had a few questions just so I can that I wasn't clear on, and I just want to make sure I can best help you like in your journey. Like that's really all I'm looking to do here.
yeah,
And then you can just go into the conversation. So it doesn't have to be some like moral, like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, got
That's
it.
a little much, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that's like how I feel, but I thought it would be weird to actually
yeah.
say that.
Well, it's like, okay, so it has to be in her best interest.
Yeah, yeah.
Always, always, always. Just because you feel like morally, whatever, that doesn't mean like it means anything to her,
Okay.
right? So it's always like, hey, so I can best help so we can get more clear on like what the game plan is, all that fun stuff. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
cool.
Got it.
Have any other questions on that?
Um, Vacation. That was another thing. Like this guy was like saying like
Uh-huh.
I that's the first time I've gotten that objection. I have no idea how to handle that. Like, yeah, I
Okay.
planned for doing it in quarter 4. Like, I already planned that. Like, I just wanted to like get more clear on what this actually was. Like, blah blah blah. I'm going on
Yeah, so it's
vacation, other
like, so when we're
priorities.
talking about like time, it's just like, well, hey man, like I can appreciate that. Like we're looking to do it like in Q4. Like in your mind, like because what ultimately did he want?
How like the actual like goal in his life,
Yeah.
just like having more freedom and not being like in his job.
So he wants to get out of his job. How long was he
Yeah,
going on vacation? What the fuck? Where?
bro.
When is Q4? I don't even know. Uh,
Bro's a business owner and doesn't even know.
yeah, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
But like if like is he going on vacation for like a month?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
September, I think. Okay, cool. So yeah, he's going on vacation for a month. So there's a few things that you could do. Okay, like if we're thinking about this tactfully. Okay, so his goal, he wants freedom and he wants out of like the 9 to 5. So it's like, hey man, I can appreciate like you're going on vacation. We can definitely chat about like how we can work around that. But for you, in your mind, is like you getting freedom and building your own business, is that like a short term thing, or do you want this for like the long term?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, like I want it for the long term. Like, why though? Well, can I make a suggestion about like if we really want this for the long term, like what that means? It's like we have to make it work regardless of the time we have. Like, why? Because, like, is it safe to assume that you're gonna run into other parts and other parts of your life where you're gonna be going on vacation or doing other things that you're not gonna have the most time? Is that pretty safe to assume? Yeah, it's pretty safe to assume, right? So if we're thinking about this more short term, we're gonna have to be waiting for like the perfect time, which rarely comes up. But if we're thinking about this long term, like we make it work no matter what. Okay. So would you be open to actually thinking about this business being more long term and making the time for it?
Okay.
But what if you
Uh,
don't? What if you think short term? What if we're waiting for the perfect time to launch the business and God forbid the perfect time never comes? Okay. So
that's that
that's
part.
the reframe that we go for.
I
Okay.
missed that last part. That would
Yeah.
have, yeah.
Now, strategically, let's say like we're going down this line of questioning and we're hitting a fucking brick wall. Okay. There's some other things that we can do to still get the deal across the line that circumvents the vacation. Number one,
Yeah.
you could talk to like the offer owner and say like, hey, can I give somebody like a free month because like they're going on vacation, but we can get them started now. Right? That's number one.
Mm.
Okay. Number two, schedule payment. Okay. That's always an
Oh,
option. Number three is just take payment and say, like, hey, we're just going to get you started then. Okay. So I would say number one is probably the best is like, hey, look, let's get you started.
Sorry, you cut
Number one is
out.
probably Number one's probably the best. Is like, hey, we'll get you started right now. You'll start to do some of it, but like we'll give you a free month, and like you won't really kick off,
Oh,
right? That's probably best. Number two, typically it's like, hey, well, let's schedule payment. What this allows you to do is you take a step forward, or you can schedule payment or go for like a deposit or something. You can take a
yeah.
step forward. I can send you over XYZ resource. So that way, again, you can get started. But again, you'll dive all the way in when you get off of vacation. Like, would that work for you? Okay. And number three, I would say is just try to go for the payment and to say, like, hey, we'll start then.
Mm. Damn, that's good. I didn't think of that. Damn. Okay, I got
Well,
it.
it's like, okay, so now that you know this, and he's like, hopefully he's super bought into like what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Like,
he's going to an in-person event in September for the guy. So
yeah, so
he's
it's
brought
like
in.
talk to the offer owner, see if like, hey, can we give this guy 3 months so we can get him in right now? Okay, and this hit him back up and get the sale.
Okay, cool. I will do
Right?
that.
Okay, cool. Hopefully that helps, bro.
Yeah, it does help.
All right, perfect. All right, Amiki, you there?
Yes, I'm there. How are you doing?
Yeah, not doing too bad, man. Yeah, staying out of trouble. Don't mind me. How you
Yeah,
doing, bro?
yeah, great. I'm doing amazing. So I got a question for you today, and
Uh-huh.
I wanted to ask because of my project, the guy who's running the offer,
Yep.
he's willing to pay me a monthly salary
Hmm.
plus 5%. And I
Hmm.
wanted to ask because since I closed like a million or 1.5 million on this offer, which is obviously not much, but um, I don't think that is a good deal, right?
So it depends. It depends. Like,
Like
what do you,
3K, because he offers me 3K plus 5%,
what do you typically close cash collection per month?
something like 8 to 10K. And I calculated it, and for me,
Yeah.
it wasn't really like better or something. It would
Yeah.
be should just better that I stay on the 10%, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, like if you're doing your job well and like you're the only closer, you have a lot of leverage. I would see if you hit certain milestones,
Yeah,
right? Like let's say like above 100K cash collection like per month,
yeah,
that you would get like either 12 or bump it up to 15% like retroactively. Like
yeah.
that's what I would be
Because
pushing for.
because the thing is, the sales manager, the thing is like now I'm at 10%, and I think they want to save some money because of that. They want to make the
Yeah, and they can
deal,
go
you
get
know?
fucked, right?
Yeah.
So don't
But
accept
I'm the best
it.
but I'm the best closer on the team. And the
Uh-huh.
guy told me, yeah, like we're gonna search, like if you are not willing to accept the offer,
Uh-huh.
um we're gonna look for someone who's like willing to take it and stuff
Okay.
like this.
Yeah, get
I'm like
fucked. Like legitimately, like just get fucked. I legitimately do not care. Well, because it's like the way you got to think about it as well. Like your skill set is worth at least
yeah,
10%. Okay. At least. And there are
yeah,
so many companies out there that will pay for it, especially if you're really good at what you do.
yeah,
Okay. So take that into account. So
yes,
don't take a look at it. So it's like right now, like they set that, like they're putting it in motion. I would
yeah,
start looking for another offer like right now,
yeah. Makes sense.
right? Um, so because it's like what's happening is they just feel like maybe in their mind like they're overpaying you, which is silly if you're bringing in a lot
Yeah.
of cash.
Yeah, that's really silly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, but I'm very good with with the owners. Just the sales, like the guy, the our sales manager is telling
Uh-huh.
me stuff like this because he want to get me more motivated to do more setting stuff like this. Maybe some provocation right there. I'm not sure about it, but
Yeah.
the thing
Well,
is,
it's
I'm
like
very
get you to do more setting. Like what did he want you to do? How does
yeah
paying you
he
less get you to do more work?
yeah makes no sense. So,
Like
but
you could say like,
he want me
hey,
to go to the list
yeah,
like when I'm not closing, he
yeah.
wants me to like do more calls, stuff like this. Time that I dedicate at the moment for learning and stuff like this, learning your
Well,
process.
Yeah, well, just like naturally, there should like during your selling hours, like you should be selling, like you'll make more money overall doing so. But I don't
Yeah.
think paying you less is a good motivating factor to do it. Typically, people will take the opposite approach. They'll give you more of a percentage of like sets you set yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like you can see if you can't negotiate that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like if the base and like they cut your percentage in half is going to produce like less money, like they can just get fucked, like
Yeah.
legitimately.
Yeah. And then I have another question,
Hmm.
because I think I will just gonna stay with the 10%, but
Yeah.
the offer of the owner of the offer said like, I can help them to build an upsell product of
Yep.
10K. How, in your mind, like how would you wanted to get paid by it if you take the lead in creating this upsell? Because I
So like
have the
you're
most
creating the
experience.
product?
So yeah, I will have like I will take the lead when it comes
Mhm.
to creating this upsell product because I know the avatar and everything about them.
Mhm.
I will do the interviews. I will talk with the people. Hey, what you
Okay.
need? Then
Yeah.
get the bits and bytes together to build
Yeah.
a nice upsell offer. He
Yeah. I
can
would say
sell
like
for
20 to
10K then.
30% of like cash collected. Right. Are you also
Okay.
going to be doing the upsells?
Closing the upsells or what?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. So
that's
I would
what
say like
why.
asking for like 20 to 30%, especially if you're creating it, man. Um,
Yeah.
and then if it does well, like I assume like they'll get a team and then you should just get override on the team that's doing the upsells too.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I want to make like a great like I don't want to sell myself under like my value, because I know I
Yeah.
got the value and I want to make sure that if
Yeah.
I get my hands dirty, I'm
Yeah.
gonna like profit
Yeah.
from this, right?
100%. Like come in from like, hey, at least 30% of all cash collected on upsells. At least like you could probably even shoot a little bit more. Depends. And
Mm-hmm.
like I wouldn't take anything less than like 20%, especially if you're creating it, bro. Right? Because like that's a lot of work that's going into it. And if you don't have the upside on it, like it doesn't make much sense.
So 20 to 30% of every deal I close and then of the other closers, or how do you mean that?
Like if you create the upsell, then it's like 10% of like what other people have like done too.
What
Right? Like
other
on
people
top
are
of it
closing, I'm taking
on the
10% of
upsell.
every deal
Yeah.
closed, right?
Especially because I assume like, okay, if you're creating and then you're also training people on how to sell it, um,
Yeah.
there's things that you can take a look at as well. Because if they're asking you to now like create products, see if you can talk about like getting a type of profit share or even like equity in the business, even though it's like the business is never gonna like info businesses very rarely sell. It's like I like if I was in your spot, I would see like how can I entrench myself like more into the business. Because like my main concern is right now is if you create this another mechanism, like let's say it brings them an extra like million, 2 million a year into the business,
Yeah.
and they're already trying to like cut you out from how much they're paying you right now. I have no faith that they would not try to do that once the system's in place to just cut you out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes sense. That
Right?
makes
If
sense.
they're already doing it with like what they're paying you right now.
Yeah. And the thing is, the owner is kind of like he jumps around from time to time because in the last 6 to 8 months, there
Yeah.
was 3 or 4 different sales managers because he wasn't satisfied.
Yeah. That's a
That's kind of a pattern right there, right?
yeah, that's a very not great pattern in somebody who you're like very reliant on for your income and
Yeah.
consistency and things like that. So
Yeah.
I would say there's a couple things that you can do. It's like if the sales manager is like undercutting you and it's like you have a good relationship with the owner, like just go straight to the owner. Like have a chat with them. Get
Hmm.
something like in fucking writing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You can go the percentage route. You can see if you can't become more entrenched in the business to see if you can't like get some type of equity.
Hmm.
I would at least like 5%, something like that. Like you are like now part business owner, so they can't just fucking kick you out. Like
Yeah.
that would be my biggest concern of like you just doing more for a company that's already telling you like, hey, I'm trying to cut your pay.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that really helps. I think I know which path to take now. I will make a offer, just stay on the 10% and make them an offer because of like getting a share from every deal which is
Yeah.
closed. If I like, or
Yeah.
maybe even like having a share in the company, right? Is even
Yeah.
better. Huh? Would you go
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that first?
Yeah, I would go for that first. Like you always want to go for like, go for broke and then that leaves you some room to like work your way down like if you have to. But I would say
Yeah,
like just in general, man, because like what's happening is they feel like they have much more leverage than you in this process. They're like, "Hey, we
yeah,
can just get more salespeople in." But if you have other offers that are willing to pay you more, now you want to switch it. Now you have more leverage. Like, hey, if you don't pay me what I'm worth, you guys can get fucked. I'm just gonna go sell for this company. And
yeah,
part of the downside is of like, especially if you are like the top sales guy there, is you're probably
yeah,
most bought into the product,
yeah.
right? Because you're fucking selling it all day. So it's like
Sure.
what companies will do is they'll take advantage of that. So you just got to think, and it's like it is business at the end of the day. Okay,
Yeah,
even though
makes
you might
sense.
like these guys, like if they are doing things that like ultimately like are kind of going like in my head like cutting your pay like that, I would
Yeah,
like I would take that so personally, bro.
yeah, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I think I'm a little bit too much focused on this because I'm always
Yeah,
selling it and I'm like just
yeah,
used to it. And when you used to it, you like it because it goes smooth,
yeah,
and like I think there needs to be some change made even to
yeah,
put me in a position in which I'm more in power.
yeah. So it's like again, look around. Are there other offers that sell something similar? That it's
Yeah,
like could you then plug in there? It's like I'm sure like if your company's more well known, then it's like,
yeah,
hey, I'm the top rep here, like we'll hold some weight. Like you
yeah.
have weight, bro. You just got to throw it around,
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So good to
right?
hear that. So, how would you go about it? Just look through the ads, see the companies which resonate with me in the German market, and then
Uh-huh.
like do yeah, talk with those people or send a
Yeah.
video to them. How would you go about
Typically,
it?
like I would just cold email them, right? I'll just
Cold
email
you?
them, just like hey, I saw like your ad, really love what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I think I'd really crush it on your offer. I'm the top closer here, and I've closed like this amount. Let me know if you want
Mm-hmm.
me to send over a few sales calls, right? Like that's typically how I would do it, right? Like that's
Yeah.
how I landed, like on like with scaling with systems and a couple other offers. I
Yeah.
just typically I'll just do it through cold email.
Okay, makes sense. And to get to the 20K level,
Mhm.
in your eyes, which price point is like great for that? Like if you have decent marketing in place?
Well, first of all, I don't really know the German market that well, if I'm gonna be real. So it's like it's hard for me to
Yeah.
say exactly when it
Yeah.
comes to that. I can tell you what general trends, like number one, like price point to get to like 20K. Like, dude, I've seen people do it like selling like 2K packages. A lot of it just depends
Yeah.
on like the messaging and the marketing and then volume. Like, how many people can you talk to?
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, offers I see doing well is like offers that sell to like just more affluent demographics, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's one like AI agency, right? Like that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, start your own AI agency. Like there's a ton of different ones out there, and most of them make no money. One of them actually sent me a cease and desist letter because they screwed Satya out of some
Yeah, I
commissions.
saw your Instagram
Yeah.
post the day
Most of
before.
them, most of them, most of them make no money. But there's one of them, and I forget. God, I forget the name of it. But they make like over 3 million per month. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's like they sell higher ticket to professionals, right? And they have that marketing dialed the fuck in. So
Yeah.
that's what I would like me personally. That's what I would take a look at. Is like, okay, who are they selling to, and like what's the demographic they're selling to?
Okay.
Um, so that way you can sell like higher ticket things.
Yeah.
Another one that I know is like ripping really well right now, like in the info space. And this is more like I could talk more about like the US market. There's like a crypto one and they're like scaling up
Mm-hmm.
to like 5 million right now. And they've hit me up a couple times like, hey, just send us closers.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's like a 50K offer to like super affluent people. They just want to learn how to
Wow.
get into crypto.
Okay.
So You get what I mean? So it's like, but that's their demographic and they have the marketing really dialed in. So you can make a lot of money there. So some of it
Yeah,
is going to depend on like the demographic they're selling to. But I would say a majority of it depends on the messaging and the marketing. Because again, if they're like if they're selling to like not the most optimal demographic, like they're selling to like younger broker people, but they have their
yeah,
marketing and everything dialed in, it's like you could still make 20K per month.
yeah,
You get what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. Like
So with
for
those comp,
example, right?
yeah,
Like the first like offer that I was like hitting consistent 20K per month was like stock navigators. I don't know what they're doing now, but
yeah,
it's like it's a trading offer. But
mm-hmm,
what was their demographic? The face of it was like a middle age like Vietnamese guy. So what
yeah,
did it get? Like engineers, like like middle age like Asian guys,
yeah,
like right? Those people have money. So it's like that's what you have to take a
mm-hmm.
look at.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Those companies you mentioned now,
Uh-huh.
are we able to get in touch with them? I mean, I could share my numbers and everything
Yeah.
and maybe some sales calls, but they are in the US
Yeah.
market, right?
So like that's the thing. So if you haven't really sold like in the US,
Mm-hmm.
I would be curious on if they would take because like if you're looking at it from like their standpoint, if they're already like really like making a good amount of money, a good amount of cash
Yeah,
collected, because you haven't sold in English before, it is
yeah,
still a little bit of a risk because like
yeah,
there's naturally there's going to be like a dialect difference. I think it
yeah.
would be easier for you to get into the German market
The
just
German market.
because
Yes,
there's less competition for you too, right?
got you.
Like if
Yeah,
you're good at like closing in German, I assume, and I could be wrong, but there's not that many people that like have that skill versus like in the
yeah.
US market where or the English speaking market where that's where everyone's trying to sell. So like competition is much higher. So you'll be like a bigger fish in a smaller pond.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. 100%. And if I ever want to start in the US market, where would be there a good starting point to like
Uh,
get the ball rolling?
I would say
What do you
like
say?
it just depends, man. I would say the easiest way to like get into it is like through like network and different things along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
So like being a part of like groups, like masterminds, different things like that. Like I'm always like pushing people or pushing opportunities like in my mastermind and whatnot. I've gotten tons of people hired like through that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a real easy way to do it.
Yeah,
Because like if you're a part of community, you know whether like closers, like you get an inside track with things.
yeah.
But there's different ways you can get offers. Like there's job boards,
Mm-hmm.
there's like cold email, there's like recruiters.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's different ways to look at it. It just depends on like what you're trying to sell and like who you know,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you so much for your
Yeah,
perspective, Christian.
absolutely. Hopefully that helps, bro. All
A
right,
lot.
cool. Okay, cool. Paul, you there?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? It's been a long time.
In a while. How's it
Yeah, I
going,
know,
man?
man. Yeah, not doing too bad, It's being boring. Don't mind me. How you
Right
doing, bro?
on. Sweet man. So yeah, dude, my question is, so I just started a new offer. I'm
Uh-huh.
like 3 days into it. It's going well. The only thing I'm
Uh-huh.
finding is that the end of my solution awareness and
Uh-huh.
consequence questions are just not landing. Like they're
Okay.
landing in terms of getting answers, but they're just not getting any emotion. I feel like this is something I've struggled with for a while, is like I'll get the answers, but just
Okay.
getting to the emotion seems to be really difficult. So I'm just curious on how you would do that, how you would approach that, because I just can't seem to
Yeah.
quite get emotion there.
Yeah, so I would say just well what is like what exactly are you selling?
Yeah, it's women's fitness. So women's fitness for women in their
Okay,
40s.
cool. Okay. So as far as like the future pace and then consequence, um there's two things that I would go about. Okay. So in terms of like the future pace, a lot of the times it's just about staying like very light and curious to
Hmm.
like get tangibles because it's hard to like get really good consequence without tangibles. So I would stay there until I get like really good tangibles. Most of the times I'm gonna pre-frame it in a way that it makes sense for them to give me tangibles. Okay. So a real easy one like you can do for fitness is like, okay, and let's say like we're able to come in here and like help you lose that 30 pounds. The tough thing I have to break it to people is like that actual like number on the scale, it never actually makes people happy. It's like it's what that number does for you. So for you to be able to lose that 30 pounds, like what difference does that actually make for you? Like how so? Like what does feeling better actually even look like for you? Right? Because like you'll get these bumper sticker answers like feel better, different things along those. I say, oh, like what does that even look like for you? because everyone's different. I don't want to assume. And then it's like you get tangibles. Now, in my head, in terms of like, okay, what's the end goal for me in future pace? The end goal for me is like a crescendo of like a moment in time that like capsulates everything that they want. Okay. So whether it's be like they're on the beach, they're looking in the mirror, something like that, I want to make it visual that encapsulates them feeling better, them feeling in their best body. It's like, so you being able to look in that mirror, like you just bought those new clothes and they just, they just fit nice. Like at that moment, like how does that feel? And they're like, oh, it feels amazing, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So it's like I want to make sure like I make a crystal clear image. So like that's what's gonna have the leverage there. Now, in terms of then going into consequence, I'm always gonna two-step it, right? It's like, okay, but with what you're currently doing now, like how likely is it you'll be able to really be able to look in the mirror and have that feeling in the next 6 months if nothing does change? Oh, not likely. Oh, like, well, why not? Okay. So it's like get that buy-in. And then when I go into like the deeper consequence, there's two things I'm gonna do. I'll pick one of these two. Either a story or like a pre-frame. Okay. I would say for fitness, like stories work really well. Okay. I don't have one for women's fitness, but I can give you one for the one that I crafted for one of my guys who sells to like older men, right? To just give you an idea, because like when you're going into consequence, you want to keep in mind, or at least what helps me in consequence is like what answer would make this a really good fucking consequence, right? If I understand what I'm going for, then I'm going to craft things in order to more likely get that answer. Okay. So here's the one that I have like Jake doing who sells to like older men, like professionals. He's like, okay, so after you ask like I can probably just share my screen just to walk you through it a little bit easier. Okay. So after you ask like this question, right? Like I have to ask if nothing changes with your routine, how likely is it you're going to be able to hit like this in time frame, right? Okay. And then optional, I'd use like Ed Milet personal story. Like, hey, can I share a quick story? Do you know the story of like Ed Milet? He's someone that I followed very closely, and he's a big business influencer. Can't speak. And because he was so focused on business and just making more money, his health took a big hit. And he was 50 pounds heavier than what he should have been, and not doing any types of exercise. And for years, he did nothing about it. It wasn't until his doctor said directly to him, "Right now, with your health, you're being selfish." Right? Like I emphasize this part. You're being selfish. Okay. If you don't change, you will not be able to walk your daughter down the aisle. And him looking at reality of not changing his face is what transformed his life and gave him enough motivation to take action required to lose weight and change his life. So for you, like what happens if nothing changes? Okay. So when you're thinking about this, I'd be curious about it's just shifting this to like what's the consequence you want like these women to say? Okay. Because like for older men, like what's the consequence like I want them to have? Right? I want them to, because like most of these people have families that are the most important things to them. Okay. And them being unhealthy is selfish and it does impact their family. So if I can get them to admit, if I don't do anything about this, I'm going to die early and I'm not going to be there for my children, that dude is buying. Okay. So that's why I'll go ahead and I'll craft the personal story like that way. Or I'll use like somebody else. Like this is like Ed Milet. So if like you don't have like you're not a woman who lost weight, right? So like your personal story probably doesn't matter as much. But if you have a story of either a past client, somebody famous that's like went through this, it's really easy to plug in there and it'll help shape the type of consequences you're getting out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, dude, that's super helpful. Thank you.
I know I just threw a lot at you. Try not to overwhelm. But yeah, that's how I'd craft it out there to just get a better answer out of them. Because it's like half the time the problem is they don't even know what like an actual deep answer is. So if you give them an example, naturally they'll put themselves like in the person that you're talking about. They'll put themselves like as a protagonist, and they'll be like, "Oh shit! Like what if I die early?" Right? Like how like what impact is that going to have? All right.
That was super helpful, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect, guys. Well, I do gotta hop here, so hopefully this session has been helpful, and I will see everyone next week.